will do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers.
So he calls us all roaches when he rants about coaches. Even though we can't see, he can still meet the team if you know what I mean, yeah. Oh boy, you got another murder, but the blood doesn't even matter when there's a hot reporter singing.
Oh boy! How is it going, folks? Welcome back to the Josh Potter Show. Pleased to be buying tickets. We got a bunch of shows coming up. End of the month, 28th and 29th, St. Catharines, Ontario. punchup.live/Josh Potter. Then in September, we have Manteca, California, Deaf Puppy Comedy Club, September 4th and 5th. September 11th, I've been saying Joshua Tree. It's actually Palm Springs. Two different places, evidently. Keep that in mind. And today, a very special guest is here. I'm so excited to have her. Please plug everything and anything. It's Hanna Dickinson, everybody.
Oh, hello.
Hooray. How are you? Do you have anything you need to plug?
Not at the moment. That's just a sign of the times, I guess.
Not even Instagram?
Yeah, I'm at Hans Dickey, HANSDICK.
You have like insightful Instagram.
Do I?
I think so. Or at least it's like a look into the female mind.
Okay, yeah.
Or you're like, well, mine in particular, I guess.
Yeah, I write down all my thoughts, which is a lot, and then I try to be relatable, but sometimes it misses. People are like, I don't know what you're trying to say at all. But yeah, I try, so thank you.
No problem. I find it insightful.
Thank you.
I don't know.
I hope it helps with your dating.
I mean, it does and it doesn't, I suppose.
Wait, are you single?
Not at the moment.
Oh, nice.
I'm not single. No, I'm not single. I'm in a relationship. It's long distance.
Oh, where does she live?
Las Vegas.
You know what's so funny? I feel like every male stand-up comic that I'm friends with, when I talk to them and I'm like, who are you dating? They're like, a girl in Vegas. It's always a girl in Vegas.
What comics from even New York?
No, LA.
Okay, in LA. Well, it's so close.
It's not that close, but it's like close enough where you can have a relationship, but far enough where you don't have to be fully committed. And that's a male comedian living in Los Angeles. No offense, I'm sure it's going well.
No, we can talk about it another time.
Okay.
No, it's going great. I like her very much.
That's awesome. I didn't mean to sound negative. I think that's beautiful.
Hey, I get it. At long distance, it can be tough. Have you done that before?
I have. I was dating a guy in LA, and I lived in New York, but I was coming here a lot because my parents are here.
Right.
But it was tough.
Are you from here, or is it?
No, I grew up in Virginia, and then I went to USC, and then I was here for a while, and then I moved back for like 6 months to try it out.
When did your parents come out here?
When I moved back, my dad was like, I want to live here too. And then I was like, I hate this, I'm leaving. And my dad was like, I love it.
Wow.
So my parents are eventually going to end up on the East Coast again, but my dad, he's always wanted to live in California. He's always wanted to live by the beach. So my mom was like, okay, we can do it for a few years.
Wow. Your parents are still together?
Yes.
Wow. What's that like?
A lot of pressure, I think.
Why? For you to have a long marriage or whatever?
Because I think when your parents are divorced, or a lot of my friends I grew up with, actually, their parents were still together. Everyone I went to high school with, their parents were together. Like, I had a group of 9 friends, and all of our parents were still together when we graduated. I think since one has divorced, but they all stayed together. But a lot of my friends, it was their parents' second marriage. They didn't have other kids, but they were married before. So there's that element to it. But yeah, my parents have been together since they were 28. My dad was 31. Wow. And they're in their late 60s, and they're still loving each other. And
isn't it wild that seems rare?
It is. It is rare. I know from high school, everyone's parents were married, but then I went to USC, everyone's parents were divorced.
Wow.
I felt like everyone I knew.
Culture shock.
Yeah, it was kind of but they were all rich. And I had rich in love, which did not get me far at USC. But yeah, I do think there's this element where I want to find someone who I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. So I'm very picky and very particular, where I do think some of my friends who have divorced parents are like, well, you can always get divorced.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you look at it and you go, well, everyone else gets divorced. It's like a part of life. So
it's not so scary.
It's not so scary.
I'm like, this person is who I'm going to end up with. until we rot in our graves, and even that will be next to each other, so we better like each other.
Right.
But I think I have extremely high expectations that are not realistic.
Well, because you have to expect this person is going to evolve with you through life the whole way through. I don't even know. I mean, like getting older and stuff like that, there's no chance I would have been with somebody in my 20s. Do you know what I mean?
No.
And I can recognize that now. But if I were to get married now, who's to say I would be the same person when I'm 60?
Yeah. I got sober at 29, and I think I'm so different than who I was at that time. And even I had like kind of a rough transition into sobriety. So I think until I was 33, which was last year.
What do you mean, like going back and forth?
No, I was sober, but I was just mentally unwell, and I had gone through a pretty traumatic experience. So I really wanted a boyfriend to like save me from.
I see.
And I broke up with a lot of my friends because I realized they were terrible influences on me and didn't actually like me, which was an interesting perspective.
And it took being clear-headed to find that out.
I think when I was drinking, I let a lot of shit go. Like my friends would say, my friend group at the time, they were from college, and they would say things that weren't exactly nice, but I was like, whatever, we're just gonna get drunk and who cares? And then when I was sober, I was like, they would do these and say these things, and I was like, these aren't people who care about me at all.
Yeah.
So I had to literally break up with them. Like my one friend didn't invite me to like a big birthday thing that she invited everyone else to, but still sent me a request for a gift. And I was like,
God.
oh, this
Wait,
person
what?
doesn't like me.
People send requests for gifts?
It's a really it's a really long story, but yes, essentially she sent
Do
me
other people do that?
No, it was
that's just unique to this one terrible person.
Yeah, it was a
I thought that was a thing for a second, the way you said it.
No, it was like a 30th birthday, so it was like a big gift, and I wasn't invited to the.
So they wanted you to chip in.
They wanted me to chip in, but did not invite me to the party, and I said that is someone who does not like me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway, so I ended up like being like, I don't think we're friends I don't think we should be friends I don't think you like me, essentially. And they were like, yeah, okay. And so I really wanted a boyfriend from like 31 to 33. I was like, I just want to move on to that next phase in my life where I just have a family and don't have any friends. I thought that was the solution. So I was very clingy and very crazy. And then I realized that men are not going to give me that. So I've just been like celibate, and that's been not helpful. And then I got friends. So it's all good now. But
look at that, recalibrating.
Yeah, I don't know how we got here, but my point is it took me a long time to get to a place where I could even functionally date someone.
Sure.
And now I don't even want to date someone, if that makes sense.
Well, like, okay, I'm not sober, but I did come off of Xanax in recent years. And
That's
it took
tough.
like a year to emotionally recalibrate. Like I was all off my axis. I don't know, is it like that from drinking too? I'm still drinking, by the way. So.
No, I think everyone has their thing that holds them back, right? Like for me, it's just easier to be. But I think Xanax and prescriptions are actually harder than alcohol because I was really addicted to Adderall, and that was after rehab because I was dependent on it because I wasn't drinking. So I just get high out of my mind.
Yeah.
And I also looked incredible because I was like 103 pounds and had a six-pack because I was taking a bunch of Adderall, and like I won a bunch of money, so I had like a personal trainer. And then getting off Adderall was like really tough for me.
I'm sure. Yeah, no, I mean the pills are scary. But what kind of guys are you? I mean, nowadays, this is how I transition into sports. Now at this point in your life, what kind of guys are you looking for? What about a hockey player?
I feel like sports players are not for me.
All around.
Okay. I don't know sports. I don't care about sports.
Okay.
I don't know if that's negative for this podcast. I did care about the Knicks when they won.
In New York?
In New York, because it was like a fun
It was
time.
a party, right?
It was a party.
Yes, exactly.
So I got really into it.
That's how, I mean, that's in Buffalo. We are such lowly fans in that the teams are terrible or have been. Mm-hmm. Now they're getting good, and it's kind of weird, an identity crisis. But the whole point was not because we were excited to watch some good football. We were excited to go to the party.
I've been to Buffalo once, and it was in high school.
Oh, really?
And I remember it was like the drunkest weekend of my life.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think it was Jordan Jensen. She spent some time there.
I could see that.
And
I
she
like her
said
a
that it
lot.
was like blackout central, like constant blackouts. And it's weird because I grew up in it. So I come out here and I drink like I drink. And people are like, man, Josh drinks. And I'm like, this is like, I'm just having beers. Like,
How many beers can you have and not black out?
A dozen. I mean, more.
That's crazy.
I mean, I don't know the number. I've never blacked out on beer. I've kind of stopped drinking booze, like liquor, because that'll get me to blackout. Like if I do too many shots or whatever, and I don't know but liquor makes me black out. I don't think I've blacked out from drinking like Miller Lights in a very long time.
Yeah.
Because there's only so many. I mean, you can only have so many in an hour, and by the time the next hour, you know what I mean?
I hated beer, but that's because I'm an alcoholic and it just took too long.
It took too long.
And it made you fat.
I like
was
the
just
slow burn. Yeah, and then you just don't eat, and then it's like bread.
Exactly.
But we talk about sports, but not in a way that is too sportsy. But you like the Knicks, you said. How about the Mets?
No, I've never been to a Mets game, but I did go to a Yankees game.
Ooh, okay.
I went to a World Series game.
Wow.
My friend had free tickets. She worked for Chase, and she was like, do you want to come to the World Series? And that was when I was dating the guy in LA, and it was Yankees versus Dodgers, and I literally only went to go to text him a photo that I was there to look like I cared.
Wow. It was a pick-me thing.
It was 100% pick me thing. I also do like their chicken nugget buckets. So,
At the Yankee Stadium?
Yes. So
well, Philly has some of those too, actually. Let's get into the sports stuff. There's only a couple
I
sports
was just in
things
Philly,
today.
actually.
Ooh.
Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep.
We have to indicate the segments here. But oftentimes when we look at sports, I am more, because I came from radio, I look at the broadcasts and I get kind of like, I'm more into that even oftentimes than the games, as weird as that sounds.
Okay.
The play-by-play guys. And Philadelphia has like one of the best pairs of play-by-play guys. In fact, the one dude's going to retire at the end of this year, which makes me sad. But in this game here, they let a fan come in and call an inning. And I got this sent to me at JoshPotterShow@gmail.com like a dozen times. So I got to see how this fan did, because it's going to make me jealous that I don't have this opportunity.
We are headed to the third inning. Phillies on top 2-1, and we're pleased to welcome Lewis Kalb from Medford Lakes, New Jersey. He is our Phillies fantastic auction winner. He outbid the competition to spend an inning and do some play-by-play in the booth. And Lewis,
this is on the radio call,
Glad
actually,
to have you
too.
here.
It's on WIP 94.1. That's a famous Philly sports station, now on the FM dial, I guess, too, here. But let's hear how this guy goes. I thought it was going to be like a child.
No, he's about to come up right now.
I know, he's coming.
Thank you, Scott. It's a thrill to be here. It's a lifelong dream to
Do you think
be
that's his
in
real
the
voice?
Phillies broadcast booth. So here we go. Painter with the first pitch to Ortiz.
I think he's
It's
putting
in
it
there
on
for
a
strike
little.
one
That's
call.
what I'm saying. Pause it
with
for
two-
me. I don't want to get us ripped off YouTube playing too much of it, because they'll come after us. But this guy comes up and he's like, hey, thanks for having me. I mean, that's performative. I would go in there and do the same thing, though.
But to be honest, same. If someone was
Yeah.
like, can you run this auction? I'd be like, hey, a little bit, you know?
Yeah, you're doing. All of a sudden, you're talking as fast as you can.
Even when I audition for commercials, I'm like, welcome to IKEA. Like, it's not, I get his thinking.
No, I
on
would
that.
totally walk in there and be like, "Hey, how are you, folks?" You know, I'd try to
You
do
kind
my.
of are talking like that right now.
You mean in general, or
I mean, you have a when you said you work in radio, I was like, I hear it.
I guess. Well, but the thing is, this is not a guy, unless he's like, the jobs in radio are gone. There's no more radio jobs. Doesn't exist anymore. So maybe this guy's just out of work and he's like, this is my one chance to get back on the air.
Yeah, do you have a photo of him?
No, it's on radio.
Oh, well, I don't know. I feel like now videos with
Oh,
everything,
sure. I
but-
mean, of course. I thought that they would eventually cut to him at some point here. I think someone just overlaid the audio from the radio onto the
broadcast.
the broadcast here, so that you could see the dueling.
Yeah, and then this is posted by MLB.
What the video that we're watching?
Yeah.
But I just thought that would be funny if the guy was an old radio guy out of work and he had to like pay money to get back on the air. I just want to call one last inning, you know?
I would probably do that.
Because
if Shane Gillis was like,
right,
pay me $300 and I'll give you 5 minutes, and it was my dying wish, I'd go
to
up
perform
there.
in an arena or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, and I'd go up there and be like, titties, am I right? Like I would have the voice of like what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, they'd be like, wow, this girl just came out of nowhere. Yeah. And she has like 5 real minutes. It's like a Kill Tony thing where you pay $300 to go.
I would probably pay to be on Kill Tony at this point,
Yeah,
just to
right?
get some reach. I think I texted Kim Congdon when I was in Austin, no response. I was like, damn, I'm really pulling out the stops.
Well, shit,
here.
I texted Tony. I knew I was going to see him.
Like we're above anything.
I'm
here.
not. I wish I had the $300. I need the $300 to fucking pay Tony. If that's what it takes, put me on that golden whatever the hell. I don't really know. But
wait,
yeah.
did you ask him to go and Kill Tony?
I was like, hey man, I actually, because I've been on the panel.
Oh.
So I thought maybe I could do that. But hey, I'll go do a fucking minute. I don't care.
Yeah, sign
Please.
me up.
Yeah, right. I'll act like I've never done it before. How long you been doing comedy? I'm like 20 years. So I'm like, how embarrassing would that be if they asked that?
I know. Do they ask that when you?
They do ask that to some people.
I guess I should watch the show before I try to get on it. But
it's like a way to out like a phony. I get because like you know some open micers who are god awful that they're like, oh, I've been doing it 10 years, and you're like,
Yeah.
well, you should be a little beyond this point at that. You know what I mean? But so I think that's why they ask. So they
I feel like they put people on who've been doing it for 10 years.
For sure. No, there's definitely. I mean, now because it's such a huge show, they have people on that are like legit touring comics. I saw Joel Lindley on there. You know who that is?
No.
Oh my God! If you were doing the road at all in the mid 2010s, this guy, ultimate grifter. I mean, don't even pull him up. I don't want to give I might even edit that part out. But this guy, I'm just
Bleep
like,
him.
he's on fucking Kill Tony all of a sudden, and I'm like, no, not this guy. But he was always like a middle act that you'd run into along the way on the road, like when I was hosting or whatever, or when I was also a middle. You'd see this guy, you'd hear all about him. It's like a regional.
I mean, you gotta give him credit for trying, I guess.
Hey.
Every guy I go out with is like, have you thought about doing Kill Tony? I'm like, just put a bullet in my brain, please. It's everyone's reference. Have you seen Kill Tony?
You should get on there.
I'm like,
You should get on there. It's like, yeah, I was a judge one time. Today's Josh Potter Show is brought to us by Quince. I am wearing currently one of my newest favorite articles that Quince has sent over, and boy, oh boy, this has like become my new go-to in my wardrobe, as many of Quince's articles have become. You can see me, if you're watching me on stage at all, chances are I've got something from Quince on, because I'm trying to be more intentional about what I'm wearing on stage especially. And not only that, it feels easy, it's comfortable, and I still look put together. It makes getting dressed simpler, and everything is priced 50 to 80% less than what you'd find at similar brands. Quince works directly with ethical factories, and it cuts out the middleman, so you're getting premium materials without the markup. Their pants also hit the same kind of balance as the shirts. It's relaxed, it's comfortable, so any sort of clothing that you might want, Quince has it. And they've got other things too, home goods, baby stuff. I mean, check them out, man. They've got everything that you can imagine. And right now, when it comes to your wardrobe, you can refresh your everyday with luxury that you'll actually use. Head to quince.com/Potter for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/Potter, and you're going to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Potter. But another thing that's going on, and I'm sure, have you been to a concert at an arena lately? Like a Taylor Swift or...
I mean, I saw Dua Lipa years ago at the Kia Forum. I went to Coachella.
Okay.
But that wasn't at an arena.
I was, because I was wondering I'm trying to relate this to something that you would experience, but the new stadium for the Bills, Saturday was the first time people got to go inside of it and everything. And they've discovered that there are a few obstructed views. Now, some of these have been doctored a little bit, like you wouldn't be sitting that low to the ground. But if you scroll over, well, there's more pictures than this, right? Oh, if you just play the video.
Yeah.
Are they saying this is an obstructed view?
Like these are like seats are behind here, so these are not like that one's not real. See, pause it. That's propaganda. That's not a seat you can buy. That's just
that's walking in.
Yeah. Some guy put that up and he admitted, he's like, this isn't an actual seat. I just thought this was an interesting view.
I'll click through.
Yeah. And then like this one, I mean, like you can't see the corner of the end zone.
Everywhere. I do think that's everywhere.
You're right. And I wish I provided, because I actually went through some of the worst obstructed views in the NFL. And many of them, I'm trying to drum up positivity for the stadium because they're saying that there's obstructed views. The Jumbotron is too small. Though it's just a Tron. It's not very jumbo.
You know what it is, though? Everyone wants to get views. Is this on, like, TikTok?
It is.
Everyone wants to get fucking views.
It's rage bait.
So they find shit that's wrong with things and then try to go viral for it.
It's
so
true.
They can create a moment for themselves. But everything has obstructed views. I mean, yeah, when you go to concerts at Madison Square Garden, I was looking at tickets for Sabrina Carpenter, for example, and there are seats behind the stadium. Or
behind the
stage. Yeah.
And it's not like a roundabout situation, right?
No.
Yeah.
And those were still $250, but that was a good deal.
Right. You're like,
her.
holy shit, they're cheap.
Yeah. But that's.
I can't see anything, but.
Yeah.
I've been to those, like, where you're sitting, like, because for the radio station, they used to give away tickets. You'd get a free ticket here and there, but then you'd be sitting, like, they're, like, on stage here, and you're sitting, like, along the way, like this. So you're just like, oh, yeah, I see. And they're performing out to the people.
I mean, Harry Styles, his concert, he had this wavy walkout stage, and that was actually a problem because people who bought floor seats couldn't see because the wave of the... So they actually had to fix that. But that was the only one I heard that was a real problem.
This has been going viral for all of this, and it's the first day of the stadium, so everyone's like, tear it down. Tear it down. It's $2.2 billion they just spent to build this, and they're getting some bad feedback. But oh well, I'm going to go. Obviously I haven't been to the new one, but I was there the last day of the old one before they tore it down, and it was very sad.
Why did they need to build a new one?
The other one was very old. I mean, it looked like a high school stadium.
Oh.
Pull up the old stadium and see. It does not, I mean,
because that looks like a stadium to me. Like, I'm like, it looks nice, but it doesn't, I'm not like, oh, that was built yesterday.
Yeah, it doesn't look futuristic.
No.
And I think they wanted purposely for it to be that way.
I want seats that move, right?
Yeah, there's no obstructive view because it's like, but this is what the old one looked like. I mean, see how tiny, it's actually, that seats more people than the other one that we just saw, believe it or not. But it's very like in the winter, you'd get like windburn. I mean, it was like you were out on Hoth or something like that. But this new one, it's like there's no wind. That's what it deadens the wind with the this or that. So I just wanted to get in front of that and say that it's all a bunch of bunk. And these aren't real. There's the new one, yeah. Well, that's like a rendering, I think.
Oh, that actually does look a lot better.
Yeah, it's got like the overhangs and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so you don't like sports. How about true crime? Are you a true crime girl?
I am into true crime. I don't go looking for it necessarily, but if there's a good story, I'm into it. I'm into the Lindsay Clancy thing right now.
What's that?
The woman who killed her 3 children and then tried to kill herself, but now she's just paraplegic. And then, but they think the husband...
I don't know why I laughed, so I'm just like, haha, that's hilarious.
The husband, they kind of think he did it because, I mean, they put the trial on TikTok, and the TikTok is her pleading not guilty based on insanity, because in Massachusetts, you can't plead guilty based on insanity, so she had to plead not guilty based on insanity. But now it's like... Well, why was the husband looking at property in New York? Why did he get married 4 months after she did all this? Why does he already have 2 new kids? Why was he never home? If she was threatening, saying she heard voices, why was he leaving the kids alone with her? And then he was always gone because he had this woman in New York who he eventually married. He was having an affair. And then the one time he's home is when she decides to kill her children and herself, and like things aren't adding up, and it's pretty interesting. You should look it up.
Wow. And this is all on TikTok.
The trial's on TikTok, and people on TikTok, it's not even a murder trial against him, but people are turning it into one on TikTok because he is so creepy and he did such shitty things that at bare minimum he should be charged with neglect.
Social media, I could see a lot of things coming down the pipe with it. I did not see this whole like law tube situation. You know, like there's ever since the Johnny Depp thing, everything else, like there's been lawyers that are making bank on YouTube just like talking about it.
Yeah, I mean,
And same with TikTok and everything else.
I think it's just like AI is coming for our jobs, so we better become a personality.
Yeah, now we all have to be Instagram influencers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have some news stories that are pretty interesting. But yeah, last week I was talking about there was this house explosion in Akron, Ohio, or Canton, Ohio, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a debate because one of the guys they said that survived the explosion was found blocks away, like injured, obviously. And we were debating, do you think he was propelled from the explosion, or do you think he like left it and dazed and like walked to it?
So the beginning of this news segment shows the explosion. I don't know if we want to show that.
Yeah, do you want to see? You got to see the explosion. I think the severity.
Okay,
of it.
let's see it. Is it gonna freak me out?
It's you don't see any like bodies.
Okay.
Or anything.
I don't want to see bodies flying. No. I'm like, I don't know if I want to see that, but
They don't put that on the news.
you never know anymore.
I guess that's true. Go ahead.
The investigation is intensifying in Canton 4 days after that explosion rocked a neighborhood. And several people who live there remain rattled as they continue to pick up the pieces from that blast that destroyed or damaged several homes.
Now, tonight, News 5 is following through, and we have learned that the two men who were injured in that massive explosion could now be facing charges.
What? Here it is.
I obviously heard a big explosion, like I could just feel it in my chest, my ears were ringing.
This is Bob Jones on Bonnet Place in Canton. Behind me you can see an excavator and other heavy equipment that has been clearing away the land from where a home exploded last Thursday.
Can you pause it? This guy, he goes, this is Bob Jones. I didn't know he was talking about himself. I thought he was like, we're in Bob Jones Street or something like that.
Yeah, same.
That was a tough way to present it there. But you saw the explosion, and knowing that, again, one of the survivors was found blocks away. What would you assume happened for him to get there? And I'm asking because I don't know the answer, but I was gaslit into thinking that I was wrong for thinking that it threw him blocks.
It's tough to say because I have a hard time imagining he would survive that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I also, one time in New York, I saw a girl get hit by a car. And she was crossing the street. This guy was turning into her. He hit her so hard. She flew up in the air and landed on her feet and like down like Spider-Man. Like
oh my God.
Her fingers touched the ground and she was in a squat. And it was the craziest.
Did it blow your mind?
It literally blew my mind. They were like, oh my God, you need to go to the hospital. She's like, I'm chill. I was like, is that Spider-Woman? It was insane.
That's crazy. I would go, holy shit. I did. Like, yeah.
I was like, holy fuck.
Did her shoes fall off?
No.
Because sometimes when people get hit by cars, that's like a...
No. She flew up in the air and I was like, I'm going to watch this girl die. And she landed right on her feet. And
Did she just walk away?
She literally walked away. They were trying to get her to go in an ambulance because the ambulance came and all this stuff. And I was like, what's going on? And she didn't go. She refused to go, which I don't know if I agree with. You never know what's rumbling in there. But
well, I would go just to be like, maybe.
I know, but I guess maybe. Yeah, maybe. But
or maybe not. I don't know. Because then they charge you for the ambulance.
Exactly. And
now you're cutting into your net.
But then the person who hit her would charge it. But I don't know. I don't really know the logistics.
You're right.
It's annoying. It's just annoying to go to the hospital.
Right.
So
I'd be psyched that I walked away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she looked like a CrossFit gal. I guess my point being is that
the human body can do miraculous things.
I would have said no, but after seeing a woman basically bungee jump from the ground up and down and land on her feet, anything is possible.
That's like usually how a superhero gets outed. Is something like that happens and then they just like act out of instinct and then they blow their cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looked like, what if she's, oh shit, no, I don't want to go to the hospital because they're going to find out she's like a mutant.
Yeah. Well, this is, unfortunately, I am sexist when it comes to superheroes. So I don't, if it was a man, I would be like, that's a superhero, but a woman, I'm like, damn.
That's so funny. You're just like a girl superhero.
Yeah, Gal Gadot really killed it for me, honestly. I wasn't buying it at all. But it's possible he was blasted out, but in the video, I didn't see any bodies.
Well, no, I mean, it's a tough video, too, and we don't get to see like a full 360 of the explosion. We only see
Do they
the
think
blast.
he did it and walked away?
Well, that's the new follow-up, and in the follow-up, I think we get slightly to the bottom of this whole thing. But I wanted to say, too, like, I don't know why I instinctively went and assumed.
So the debate is, did a person was found blocks away with bad
Well, yeah,
burns?
we know the debate.
I don't did he get blown there or did he walk there?
Yeah, we know the debate.
And what is he saying?
I don't think Hannah knew the debate quite.
No, I kind of did, but I don't understand what is he claiming? He got blasted in
Well,
there?
that's what we're going to find out because when we watch this, the explosion had just happened. So now we're getting a follow-up, and it comes to find out the two men were involved, yada, yada, yada. But the reason I was instinctively went to that, I think, is because you hear about people like falling out of planes. You ever hear about that woman who like
no,
who was doing bungee or what? Not bungee jumping. Was it parachuting or whatever?
Yeah.
Her chute didn't open, and she just landed on an anthill, and then the ants like
did she survive?
Bit her like so much that her adrenaline like picked up and it like kept her alive.
That's when I believe I'm kind of into God.
Yeah.
And not necessarily any religion, but
I
that
get what
stuff,
you're saying. A higher power.
A higher power. I'm like,
Yeah.
she needed to live for a reason.
Yeah. I mean, see if I fact check me. I'm certain that's a real story.
It does sound like something you saw on TikTok and just are claiming it's real. A woman fell on an ant farm. How big was this ant farm?
An ant hill.
An ant hill. Okay.
They can be big.
And an ant compound.
Joan Murray survived
In 1999. Women aren't okay.
Women aren't built like 1999 anymore.
No, but it's starting to make me believe in women superheroes. But,
I know. That's why I brought that up because I was like, this was a woman too.
Oh, that is a huge anthill also.
Yes. I mean, I don't exactly know what part of the country that happened in, but yeah, that's like that's a huge anthill.
That's an ant mountain.
Yes. I guess we don't see the scale. They could have just had a camera on the ground, but that looks like it looks prehistoric there.
I mean, imagine falling 15,000 feet and then getting attacked by ants.
Well, I know, that's crazy.
Get me out of here.
She landed though. I think she was the adrenaline surge from the ant bites.
Well, after spending weeks in a coma.
Well, yeah.
But her heart, she had reconstructive surgeries.
Yeah, well.
And successfully learned to walk again.
We didn't say she walked away from it.
This should be the plot to an ant story. You know, the ant movie? Isn't there an ant movie?
There's a couple of them, right? There's Bug's Life, and then there's...
Oh, I'm thinking Bug's Life.
Ants with Woody Allen.
Maybe it's... Oh, well, maybe they shouldn't do a sequel to that then, but...
That was, again.
Also, you said, you know how people are falling out of planes? You need to rephrase that. A woman jumped out of an airplane.
Has anyone else... yeah, guys, falling out of planes was a tough... Has anyone else survived a long-distance thing like that, or is that like the only documented story? Let's see. I'm asking Lee like he knows off the top of his head. I'm sure other people have survived.
Has anyone survived rabies? Why are you looking that up?
Was that in his frequent
That was his number one search. How many animals are biting you?
What's it say? How many people? I can't read that from
A rare few individuals.
A rare few. A good handful then. So the record,
1943.
I like how it says, holds the world record for surviving 33.33 thousand feet. Wow. And are they all, I thought they were all women for a second.
I mean, I don't know if people are surviving less, if people are getting weaker, or if airplanes and parachutes are getting stronger.
That's true. And we're higher up, I would imagine. These are only the 33,000 feet. That's like what did that person fall out of a Delta airline plane or whatever? That's crazy. All right, we'll go back to the explosion.
Oh, yeah,
let's see what these people. So now the follow up is the two men that were in the explosion are evidently perhaps responsible. Let's see.
Bonnet Place in Canton. Behind me, you can see an excavator and other heavy equipment that has been clearing away the land from where a home exploded last Thursday. And right next door, 2 giant piles of debris, 2 other homes that were destroyed. Meantime, the fire department is zeroing in on a possible cause.
Like not
Look
even
at that
10
pile of
feet
rubble
was
is
our
crazy.
garage.
Your garage is right here.
Yeah.
And now it's gone.
Yeah, it's completely, nothing's there now.
Malone University student
Yeah.
Sarah Bricker rents one of the homes damaged by the explosion.
Pause it. I don't want to
Which was
hear about
caught
the
on neighborhood
woes of a
cameras.
renter. You know, like if I rented the house, I'd be like, yeah, okay, it's not mine. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but you got to complain about something.
I guess that's true. You can go to your landlord, be like,
Well, they're like, you're going to
I
be
got
on
ex-
TV.
yeah.
Do you want to be on TV or not? Find something to talk about. Do you want your 5 minutes?
I'd say to my landlord for sure, I'd be like, I got explosion stuff all over this thing, man. When are you going to do something about it?
But in this woman's defense, maybe she's really OCD about stuff, but also I bet a landlord in Stacy Dalton, or no.
Canton, Ohio.
Canton, Ohio.
I think that's her name.
Yeah. I doubt he's really on it.
Yeah, for sure.
So her house is going to be like that for the rest of her college
It's just
education.
that, get ready to rent that in the future and see all of that on there.
And then maybe in the winter it gets really cold. Like maybe it's going to be fucked. Let's give her that.
Let's see.
After 4 o'clock in the morning,
Whoa.
windows were destroyed and Sarah and her roommates keep finding new damage.
We've been noticing more cracks
Oh,
in our
convenient.
house, in the walls, in the ceilings, even like in the floor where the wall and floor meet. It's
Investigators say 2 men got into a vacant house that was up for sale when the explosion happened. Division Fire Chief Steve Henderson says the men were not supposed to be inside. They are now considered suspects, and charges could be filed against
They're
them
making
this
meth.
week.
We're pretty sure we've narrowed down the cause. There's still some information we're trying to gather. We need to interview the 2 suspects.
Chuck Blunt says one of the injured men was thrown from the vacant house to his front yard across the street.
Or he was laying in our yard.
Vindicated. Although they didn't say blocks on this one.
It was across the street.
Yeah. That's not as far as blocks.
So is it 2 different guys? One was throwing blocks and one was thrown across the street?
Well, that's what maybe the report from the initial explosion was wrong. You know what I mean? I'm for the distance, you know.
Yeah, but the question now is completely different. I do
agree.
think he was blown across the street. Was he blown blocks?
Well, that's again. So that was the verbiage of the first article.
Now he was found blocks away with burns on him.
Right. But now it's across the street.
Yeah, I think he was blown across the street.
And then he got up and walked around. I was like, whoa. I think they were making meth.
I mean, is that not a guy on meth?
Well, there's a lot of people in Canton, Ohio on meth, unfortunately. This is just a neighbor. So
It was definitely on meth.
who is also happens to be
Now I
on meth.
can't get meth.
Yeah, he's like, well, there goes that supply. I also think it's funny, like, if I was that woman living in there renting that house and complaining about the damage, I'd be like, yeah, my fridge is fucked up. I need a new fridge.
That's so
It
true.
got blown up in the explosion.
Yeah, we don't have a dishwasher anymore, so someone needs to put one of those in. Our washer dryer got blown out of the house. Someone better come pay for this.
They're going to say meth here, right? Let's see.
Screaming,
Oh, my
"Help me, help me,
Lord.
help me,"
Wait,
and I
who
did.
the hell's that guy?
That's the neighbor who
Did
they
he
were
get-
supplying the meth.
He looks like he was in the explosion.
He's the neighbor who found the guy.
That wasn't a guy in the explosion?
No.
The paramedics run up and they come up, they try to take care of that guy, even though he's the one who called the ambulance.
Yeah, they're trying to take him away.
Yeah, they're like, no. They're like, sir, just lay down. He's like, no, I'm good. This guy looks like he's been.
2 suspects.
Chuck Blunt says one of the injured men was thrown
Chuck
from
Blunt.
the vacant house to his front yard across the street.
Or he was laying in our yard, screaming, "Help me, help me, help me," and I did.
Both men remain in the burn unit at Akron Children's Hospital. Meantime, the cleanup continues as several neighbors face uncertainty.
Oh, Lord.
3 homes were torn down and the explosion caused significant damage to many others, including where Chuck lives. Windows are boarded up, and for now, it's not safe for him or his other family members to go back inside. They're getting help from the Red Cross.
1 minute you're going to sleep, and the next minute you actually wake up to this. But once again, thank God we did wake up and survive it.
While there's gratitude to
I
be
gotta
alive.
be honest.
Pause it, yeah.
That guy's house needed some renovations for sure. This is the best thing that could ever happen to him.
They tear it down. They're just cheering. Thank you. Finally.
So yeah, finally get some actual windows.
Now,
in this
but
bitch.
what kind of dystopian Red Cross house they're gonna build in the lieu of that? Now it's all like
Again,
brutalism.
The amount of newspapers that were in that guy's kitchen, he needed it. I bet that guy has like 8 leaf blowers in his bedroom. Just a total hoarder.
Yeah.
They probably blew up the house to like take care of the neighborhood.
Just a way to get aid there finally.
Yeah.
No one will do anything to like blow up one of these houses.
They're like, yeah, we should do that. The HOA was like, time to blow this shit up.
There's no HOA. Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, it's just an now China's buying up the property there. They'll put up some apartment complexes for everybody.
But now private equity can't buy houses like they used to. That's the best news.
Is it?
It's good news. Yeah, that's why we're having a housing crisis.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyhow, well, we'll see if they build back better in Canton, Ohio. Is there anything left on this? I want to see if that Chuck Blunt guy comes back.
Chuck is also angry over all of this devastation. Both he and Sarah are calling for justice if investigators can prove criminal acts led to the explosion.
Asbestos.
Holy hell, heck yes. Okay. Yes. Prosecute them 1,000%.
If they are at fault, then I think that they'll live with the consequences.
In Canton, I'm your Stark County reporter, Bob Jones.
So they're not saying meth, but they're implying meth by showing the neighbor?
Well, they're implying some sort of evil doing of some kind or some reason for the explosion to happen, but it's got to be meth. Nothing else could cause an explosion like that.
I'd never watched Breaking Bad, but
they do that at one point. At one point they don't have like a lab in Breaking Bad, so they create a fumigation service, and they like go to places and are like, oh, you have a bad infestation, and then they have to do the tent thing, and then they go into someone's home and cook meth.
Smart.
And then they come out and yada yada, and then they spray the place down so you can't even smell the.
So they are saying it was a natural gas explosion.
So then why would that be someone's fault?
Yeah, why would they be at fault for that if it was just simply...
They were in a vacant house. They broke into a vacant house, but then...
Oftentimes to use meth.
Yeah.
Or make it. Well, you mentioned... Are you dating again?
No.
No, you're not. I didn't know if you had a particular date that you'd enjoy.
No. I've been on a date since... April, May, and the guy told me he lived with his ex-girlfriend on the date, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work.
That's happening more, by the way.
I mean, he was nice about it, but I was also just like, he was like, yeah, we broke up a couple months ago, and she's gonna move out eventually, and I was like, yeah, she should probably do that before you start.
Yeah, I think COVID made everyone lazy about that, because everyone just was cohabiting with exes.
Yeah, fine, do that, but like,
divorced.
I don't want to date some like what?
Of course,
we're gonna go back to his place. I'm gonna put on her shirt accidentally. Like that's insane.
Does she have a separate room? Yeah, it is.
She does
insane.
have a separate whatever. Anyway, so no, I'm not dating.
Well, Chase sent this in here, and this is a very unique restaurant. I thought maybe if you're interested, let's see what.
All right, imagine you go to a nice steakhouse. It's great. The fillets are fully dressed, but the diners. Well, not so much.
What? Okay, so that is what's
What a
happening at a
terrible
South Florida
setup.
restaurant. Let's do a new dinner.
Ew.
Class Soiree Steakhouse in Hollywood is the talk of the town and also social media.
Can you pause it for a second? It's called Class Steakhouse in Hollywood, Florida.
But it's clearly an acronym. What's that for?
I don't know why maybe it's not, but maybe it is. Let's see.
Why would you put periods?
Class Soiree Steakhouse.
Why would you have periods between each letter?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's an acronym, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
it should.
I'm like, is that what that's
No,
called?
that's the word for it. But I don't know that man thought it through enough. I think he just wanted it to look that way because I don't see any acronym in this article. But maybe he says.
Well, I wasn't sure if he was trying to separate out ass, but the period is between.
It's between every letter.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, maybe he'll explain. Go ahead.
Chef and owner, he came up with the once a month concept to get new business and to generate some real buzz. Nude diners. Chef Ali says there's a market for it. And if you are hating on it, he doesn't care. Just leave his customers alone.
Please allow people to express themselves at our place.
Nothing like expressing yourself like being in the nude. Nude dining experience costs between $150 and $300. And in case you were wondering, the city of Hollywood
station
says
is this?
that nude
What
dining
news station is this? I don't like their unprofessionalism during this story.
WESH2.
If they're going to report on something like this, have a little decorum.
In what way?
I don't like the laughing. The what? What are they doing? You know, all that stuff. Just report on it. They're trying to be cheeky.
Also, I love that it's Hollywood, Florida. When I saw Hollywood, I was like, maybe I would try it after this. But I'm on my period. Are there rules against that?
That's so funny. Yeah, you could cloak it, get a rare steak, you know, camouflage. I don't know. I don't eat in the nude in my home.
That sounds horrible. The last thing I want to do is see myself naked when I'm eating a steak.
Yeah, or just eating in general.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll not have pants on, but I'll keep underwear on.
Sure. And then imagine like if it's like something that's like, I don't know, it's got.
Also, imagine finding a hair in your food. You're like, which part of the body did this come from, and whose is this?
Well, that would be the problem if I was there. I'd be like, I'm like this, you know? They'd be like, sir, you're supposed to be naked.
Yeah, no sweaters allowed.
The cutting of a steak is not like something that you want to see the naked body do.
Yeah,
like
the
really
titties would
getting in
jiggle.
there. Yeah. I don't know.
That's a crazy concept, but people are weird. There's a nude comedy show in New York, and I think
Zach Amico's thing?
Oh, is it?
Well, he does a naked roast at Skankfest every year. I don't know if he was doing that
I don't know.
the town.
There's like a naked stand-up, and someone was like, do you want to do it? I was like, I don't have any spots this week. I don't like stand-up that much.
Yeah, that's the thing. I love stand-up. I've sacrificed a lot to do it. I would never do that. If they were like, all the shows are nude now, I'd be like, well, I guess I better learn a trade. I better learn welding or something like that.
Yeah, no. When people want to go nude.
There's a nude bike thing. I'm sure they have that in New York. They have it in every city, a nude like bike parade or whatever the hell. People who like being naked in public, though, is a thing, right?
I mean, I know there are nude
colonies
or whatever, but the idea of going, and also, why are there white seats in this place?
That's another thing I was about to say.
Easier to see the stains, I guess, and you can wipe it down, but like that feels like a tall order.
This feels like a getcha thing. I mean, who is paying $200 to $300 and doing this once a month? He's like, it's to attract new business, but I don't know. I feel like that would be your least attended night.
Wherever they are.
I've never been to Hollywood, Florida, but if I were to guess a hot spot for a nude steakhouse, it would probably be Hollywood, Florida.
Yeah, I guess that would be the best city for that to happen in, right? Well, I guess because you haven't even gone on a date, you haven't seen a penis in a while.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. I guess that's true. I don't know why that's a good point. I didn't say that. Michelle sent this article in, though, JoshPotterShow@gmail.com. A man glued his penis shut. We don't have a video for this, right?
We do not.
We do not. I wouldn't expect to see.
Why did he do that?
I wasn't expecting to see a video of the actual. I just thought maybe it was on the news or something.
Oh, they tried to use glue instead of a condom and he died?
Well,
talk about two birds, one stone. Am I right?
He was a drug user. His name is Salmon, or I guess it would be Salmon when it's a name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Known to be a drug user, reportedly sealed his private parts with a ultra-strong epoxy resin during a sexual intercourse with his partner, an unidentified green substance discovered in his abdomen. So it went like up his penis? Like, why would it be in his abdomen?
So he was trying to like glue his hole shut so sperm wouldn't come out? Oh
yes.
My God.
Terrible.
What?
That's not the way to do it. Just try the pull-out method, my guy. The pair was said to be have been inhaling the glue for a kick.
Oh.
Yeah, just stick to inhaling it.
I mean...
Then they decided to use it for contraceptive purposes during the rendezvous at the Amber Hotel. Within a day of checking into the hotel, Salmon was found unconscious in shrubs outside the premises by an acquaintance. He was rushed to a hospital and died shortly after. According to the Times of India, this is in India, by the way. I forgot to mention that. The couple decided to engage in sexual activity after taking drugs. Since they did not have any protection, they decided to apply the adhesive on his private parts to ensure that she does not get pregnant. What did it do to her vagina? Because wouldn't you think that would affect things too?
Wouldn't it be crazy if he died and she still got pregnant?
If she still got pregnant? Yeah, that would be crazy. Would it be ultra powerful sperm to get outside of the glued penis?
I mean, it's innovative. I'll give them that, but not really because they died.
I mean, a yeast infection happens even at the... I mean, if the pH balance... glue in a vagina, I feel like that could get even more sticky of a wicket, don't you think?
I personally, that wouldn't be my go-to.
Well, yeah.
But I also don't love sniffing glue either.
No.
So,
and I don't think that if I did enjoy sniffing glue, I don't believe that I would want to shut my penis with it. You know?
Yeah.
It'd be crazy if they were having... I mean, it's glue, so it's not lube. You know what I mean? It'd be crazy if he was, like, stuck inside.
I feel like I've seen a show where glue was used, but I can't think of it.
For sexual reasons? Like for lube?
Yeah, but maybe I'm making it up.
It was in one of the American Pie sequels.
They used glue?
Where they switch out glue for the lube, and he goes to jerk off, and he gets his hand stuck.
Oh, well, that's the opposite of... yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It doesn't seem conducive to sex, is all I'm saying. But if you just stuck it in the...
That's kind of sad he died.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to find out like exactly what he did with the glue.
So they were...
It sounds like he just like applied it to the tip.
So is it ex-fiance because he died, or ex-fiance because they were broken up and then they got back together to have...
Well, we'd have to ask the person writing the article about that. That is a tough... Emilio Randall's got some explaining to do.
Because like, how sad was the death?
Right, exactly.
Because sometimes you just need to let someone go.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I would ever kill a guy, but you know, if he was really toxic and then he just happened to die.
He's quite literally toxic. I mean, he's got glue in his dick.
That is, I mean, it's sad. I wonder if he died on command.
I mean, it said multiple organ failure, which I don't know then, is it from shutting his penis with the glue or is it from inhaling the glue?
It says he was rushed to the hospital and died shortly after.
It says on the thing in the autopsy that he had multiple organ failure, which that's why I'm trying to figure out what organs... I mean, did he just come so hard with glue in his penis that his like balls exploded? Like what?
That is a good advertisement for the glue, though.
Yeah, it's like it is a good adhesive.
Yeah, it's really strong adhesive.
And you can sniff it.
Ugh.
Let us go. Which one do we have a video on here? Let's see. I want to play another video.
A bunch more.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, my father's wife sent in an article.
So wouldn't that be your stepmother?
You know, I don't know. See, I have a weird thing about saying stepmother when my dad married her when I was almost 40. Do I say that?
Yeah, I think she's... Well, I guess, yeah, 'cause she didn't, like, raise you.
No.
She's not, like, your mom.
No.
Did she give you Christmas gifts?
Sure.
So then, yeah.
But so does, I mean, like...
Is your mom still alive? If you don't mind me
Yes.
asking? Okay. Yeah, I guess...
I feel weird saying stepmother
Yeah. Yeah. It's
as
like,
a middle-aged man.
yeah, that is weird.
And it's not like it's been that way most of my... You know what I mean?
Yeah. That makes more sense. But the way
So I say my dad's wife.
But I have to admit, in conversation, that sounds controversial. Like, it sounds like you don't like her.
Oh, no, not at all. I love her. I think she's great. I just feel weird saying... I think that's a weird thing to say.
No, when you explain it, that makes sense. But to be like, my dad's wife is like...
That sounds bad.
Disconnected from you.
Interesting.
My mom got married when I was an adult, and I said my mother's husband because I don't like him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're dismissing your relationship with her, in my opinion.
I think that is my relationship with her. This is my dad's wife.
I guess you're right.
She's not my mother. in any capacity?
I don't know.
Is it weird? I don't know. I'm not trying to be controversial or disparage anything, but
no, she sounds awesome.
I just well, she sent in this story to the show today.
I said that.
Which one is it? Sorry.
It's the one. You'll go scroll around down a little couple there. I'll read it. A Milwaukee woman has a history of criminal convictions going back years and was just released from prison. She's prohibited from having a gun and is waiting to go to trial on another felony case. Prosecutors said she searched for and shot a 12-year-old boy over a dispute between that boy and her over a selling water bottles. I think I got it right there. Let's see. I don't know. They're selling water bottles. These two boys.
She has a history of criminal convictions that go back years.
33-year-old Casetta Burrell was just released from prison, is prohibited from having a gun, and waiting to go to trial for another felony case. When prosecutors say, Bill Miston explains now, she shot a 12-year-old boy over turf selling water bottles.
Water bottle turf.
There's so much stuff going on in this complaint.
33-year-old Casetta Burrell's charged with 22 counts relating to leading police on a high-speed chase with kids in her vehicle after prosecutors say Burrell shot a 12-year-old boy last Friday evening near 60th and Silver Spring.
Here you have what started as a dispute between two groups of children for water bottles selling turf.
Prosecutors say Burrell, her girlfriend, and other children, including Burrell's, drove around the neighborhood looking for the victim. Prosecutors say Burrell shot the boy, shot at his brother, and hit a nearby house with people inside. Prosecutors say flock cameras spotted the suspect vehicle, and when deputies tried to pull it over, Burrell
flock cameras do something good?
Did he die?
Yes.
Oh my God, that is so sad.
Well, actually, I don't know if he died because she's not charged with murder.
So then he didn't die.
Yeah. No, I mean, it didn't say. I guess we didn't get to that part of the article here yet. The woman, though, calls herself a hero.
The woman with the gun?
Yeah.
I mean, she sounds like she has an addiction to guns.
Well, she made it out to be, it's just little boys selling water bottles, and she made it this turf war. So I think she's living vicariously through her
How'd
children,
she get a gun
back to the glory days, you know? Well, people have many ways of getting a gun.
Yeah, I guess that's a dumb question, but
but yeah, so she's like, you're on my boy's turf. You can't be selling water bottles over here. And then she went to go find him. It's like she's hearkening back to an old day, perhaps, you know,
It kind of seems like she wants to go to prison, to be honest.
Or she just is everything in her life has become so, domesticated and suburban, perhaps, that she's man, I miss this.
I don't think she's settled in a domestic.
Maybe she misses the street life and is
well, didn't she just get out?
Yes. So I guess you're right. I guess I missed
that great with the gun either. She shot one kid, shot at another kid and missed, and then shot the broadside of a house.
She's not great with a gun. I was about to say that same thing. It sounded like a cartoon the way she was spraying bullets everywhere. She says, it says here, nobody in the community, nobody in the hood thinks that somebody that shoots a 12-year-old kid is a hero. This is according to another person in the, I guess we'll get to that point here.
Nearly 6-mile pursuit at speeds upwards of 80 miles per hour with 4 kids in the vehicle, including her son.
Ms. Burrell had been out of prison for 11 days for
Oh,
her child
okay.
abuse
Well,
conviction.
so, okay,
where
touche.
The underlying victim is one of the victims in this case.
She understands the severity of her charges and has mentioned that she will attend any and all court appearances for this case. And she just mentioned to me that on that 17th where she missed her court appearance, she mentioned that she was in custody.
Burrell was set to go to trial this week in a felony case. Court records say she was in custody on the day of the shooting. It's unclear whose custody she was in and why she was released. But hours later, prosecutors say she shot the boy and later admitted to it on recorded jail calls, calling herself, quote, a hero.
Nobody in the community,
This guy quoted this guy before.
in the hood thinks somebody that shoots a 12-year-old kid is a hero. You are not a hero. If you did this, you're a zero.
Burrell's being held on a $100,000 bond.
Wow.
She's due
Can you
back in
pause it?
court next week.
Imagine you're like a kid and you come home, your mom just got out of jail, and you're like, she's like, "How was your day?" And you're like, "It's tough. You know, I'm trying to sell these water bottles, and this other guy's he's selling more than me because he's infringing on my." And then she goes and takes care of it. Like, you're like, man, my mom really, she loves me.
You know, my mom was kind of like that. Like, she wouldn't shoot someone, but she would get involved pretty heavily.
Sure.
Like, as far as like homework goes, she had to call a teacher. You know, she did what.
Yeah, like, you ever like complain about a teacher to your mom, and then she goes in and like makes a big stink about it, and then you're like, "Oh shit, I was kind of like exaggerating for."
Well, I was like bullied in 7th grade, and my mom called the school.
Did that make it better or worse?
It made it a lot worse, actually, because the girl got called in and like questioned, and she obviously lied. And then because I got her in trouble, she like bullied me a lot harder. So my mom made it a lot worse. But I don't wish she got a gun and shot her at all.
yeah.
Like, I'm glad she stopped that
Thank
phone
goodness
call.
she just stopped at going to the school.
Yeah, but that was annoying. So I imagine this is pretty annoying.
Oh God, it's like, yeah, the kids
It's like, Mom, you got a gun again?
Mom, I didn't want you to shoot him. I just want to get him out of my territory.
I bet the kid like or I bet he didn't even tell his mom. I bet he was telling his like brother or something, and she overheard and was like, "I'd go get my gun," and they're like, "No, Mom.
No, Mom, it's okay."
I thought when you paused it, you were going to say something about this guy's polo, because like
I do think that's interesting.
he's on television, and that is what he chose to wear today. First of all, horizontal stripes, never the move. But also, he chose one that he just got out of the wash and like is a little too small.
Do you think that's because it just got out of the wash, or do you think it's like humid? Is that a humidity thing? I don't know.
I just feel like you should have
It is
backup.
wrinkled to hell there, isn't it? Or no?
It's just a little small. I was just with my nephew, and a lot of his shirts were a little too small. And he looks like my nephew right now.
He's got the flared collar too.
I just
Can you go back a little bit? I want to see if it's windy.
It's
or if his
definitely
shirt
not
just
windy.
looks like
No, it's just too small.
Okay.
It's just too small.
What do you think of his hair?
Hair, not bad.
Hair's pretty good.
Held on a $100,000 bond. She's due back in court next week in Milwaukee. Bill
Yeah, you
Miston,
kind of want to just
Fox
tell him to pull it down. You know?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he might be bulking up. He might be in a bulk phase.
He could be in a bulk phase.
Well, they need someone on set to be like, "Hey,
yo,
did you bring any spare shirts?" Like
Yeah. Is it the official news polo? Because sometimes they have to wear those.
That is not an official news polo. There is nothing official about that polo. I can promise you that.
I wish we saw more fashion from the other. Can you go back to the beginning of it when they're?
I mean,
sitting
it
down?
hasn't been good all around.
All around, yeah. Like this guy.
Also, what did she say in the beginning? She definitely didn't say. Wait, can you play it again?
Yeah.
She has a history of criminal convictions that go back years.
33-year-old Cosetta Burrell was just released from prison, is prohibited from having a gun, and
What is
waiting to go
that
to trial
word?
for another.
Oh, she was saying prohibited, but she goes, is prohibited.
Yeah.
I think she was just fumbling over. They're reading, obviously, so sometimes
Yeah, I couldn't do this job for sure, but I now I'm just getting critical.
I could do it. That's all we do here. Trust me, usually I dissect these things down to the T. Also, go back to the other man in the polo if you can. Like, my favorite part is when they do stand-ups like this next to traffic.
Being
no
held
reason.
on a $100,000 bond. She's due back in court
It's actually a
next
quiet
week.
street. You don't hear cars going by.
Yeah.
They love doing it in front
It
of
does feel
traffic.
pretty random, but I guess I don't know.
In New York City, do you see the news out and about?
Not really, no.
Yeah, because I don't think, and same here in LA. You know, the only place I see them in LA is when I go to the airport. They're always at the airport.
Interesting.
Doing one of these. And guess where they're standing? By the road of cars. It's crazy. We have another video, though. We'll end on this. This is from A-Pop. He sent this in. He says, "Hi, Josh. Story out of New Jersey. Haven't been as active because I have a newborn at home, but couldn't pass the opportunity to send you this one. Well, congratulations, A-Pop, on your newborn child." This is, I think the video explains it.
Noon, police in Montclair are looking for a woman who flashed herself at a yogurt business. Officers say it happened at 16 Handles on South Park Street last Tuesday. They say she couldn't pay for a frozen cup. Employees refused to give her that dessert, so police say she removed her pants, turned around, and exposed herself.
And what do you think about her fashion there?
I probably would go with a different
haircut. Yes.
It is a little distracting.
It's giving Bieber.
Yes. Yes.
I've never seen a swoop like that on a woman, like the bangs kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like her dress.
She otherwise fine. The hair is
It's distracting.
It's
though,
a little
yes.
distracting.
And you're thinking to yourself, boy, this story has such a shocking headline and a lead line, but I was just looking at her hair.
I was too.
Let's go back and play it again in case. Montclair.
Where's that?
In Jersey.
Jersey, okay.
Play.
New this afternoon, police in Montclair are looking for a woman who flashed herself at a yogurt business. Officers say it happened at 16 Handles on South Park Street last Tuesday. They say she couldn't pay for a frozen cup. Employees refused to give her that dessert, so police say she removed her pants, turned around, and exposed herself.
Well, so she just mooned him? I mean, that's a mooning.
Yeah.
They made it sound like she was like masturbating at the yogurt shop.
Yeah, I thought she was flashing them to try to get a free cup.
Right.
Which
that's hey.
You got to do what you can.
You got to do what you got to do. But she just clearly she turned around and showed her ass to them after she wouldn't get free. It was a homeless woman mooning somebody.
When I lived in LA, I lived by this Walgreens, and this woman was like, "Can I use your bathroom?" And they were like, "No," because she wasn't a customer.
Right.
And so she just took her pants off and took the biggest shit I've ever seen in my life in the middle of this aisle. And honestly, I was like,
what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
And I respected her for it.
I've seen that. I saw a woman in the subway because the bathrooms like where homeless people do, needle drugs and do whatever else in there. The bathrooms that you'd never use. I don't know. Have you ever used the subway bathrooms? Did you know that they even have them?
I didn't even know they had them. Yeah.
They're down there.
I've shit my pants on a subway, and I would still do that. Before.
I'd rather shit my pants before I'd ever step foot. Even the elevator in the subway is terrifying. But this woman, like, it was locked or out of order or something, and then she's just standing in front of cops, and she just started pissing. Like, she took her pants off and just, like, sprayed piss everywhere. It was crazy.
I think
shit's crazy.
Yeah, but I do think if you're so desperate for help and someone's just like, no, and you're like, well, fuck it. Like, what are they going to do? Throw me in prison? Like, I'd have access to food and a bed.
And I can shit at least inside of a plumbing.
Exactly. I've been so frustrated at stuff that if I was a homeless person who was asking to go to the bathroom, they said no, I could see myself doing that.
Yeah, for sure. And even like not even in the protest aspect, just being like, well, what do I have to lose at this point? And so they shit in the aisle.
I left immediately.
Oh, did you watch it at all?
Well, I saw what she was doing, and then
you left before the shit came out.
No. I took a little peek at what she left.
So I mean, was it diarrhea?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
It was a splatter.
Cliospora type stuff.
Yeah, and then she would walk down the aisles, and that's when I started leaving because I was like,
oh, she was walking whilst. Wow, that takes something. I don't know if I could even do that physically. I'm saying.
I don't know, but like, she really had to go.
Clearly,
yeah.
What was your subway situation?
This was so long ago, but I had to take a shit so bad, and it was one of those things where it was coming out, but it was hard, which was weird. Because usually when you shit, it's like...
The ones you can't hold in or whatever, right?
Yeah, so I had to shit so bad, and I was like, all right, it's hard. And I was wearing one of those... I was wearing one of those, because it was like poking out.
Sure, yeah.
I was turtle heading.
But you can control it a little bit more than... When it's hard, it's not dripping down.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm wearing those Nike shorts with the underwear in it.
Okay.
The built-in underwear.
Yes,
so I was like, I'm just going to have a dookie just sitting in my pants.
Chilling there till you could figure it out.
Yeah, and it was when the subway like gets stuck. Sometimes it's like we have to wait, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to shit my pants, then get out the next stop. And then, so I just had like a hard shit just rocking in my Nike shorts. This is so long ago, but
that's funny.
It doesn't feel good when you shit your pants for sure.
No. I was going to say, we were talking about moms and them coming. I remember in kindergarten, we were like outside on the like playground or whatever outside the school. And I think my teacher just didn't like want to have to deal with like one of the kids having to go like unsupervised inside to go to the bathroom. So she made me like wait to go to the bathroom. And I just stood there and pissed my pants in front of her because I couldn't hold it. And so I went to like the nurse and changed or whatever. And my mom like came to the school and like laid into that teacher. She's like, if my son has to go to the bathroom, you let him go to the bathroom, blah, blah, blah. So she like freaked out like that. She didn't shoot anybody, but
yeah,
same kind of thing.
I feel like I've shit my pants a couple times this year, not to get into that, but and it's always like when you think you have to go so bad, but then it's like I'm unlocking the door and I get it and it starts just falling out of me because it's like my body knows I'm home.
Yes.
But I'm always wearing good underwear and it pisses me off.
I walk a lot in LA and I have that like as I'm unlocking the door, I could have just walked for an hour and as I'm unlocking the door, I can just like feel my body know.
Yes, it's so weird. My mom has this problem too where it's like, I don't need to go to the bathroom. And then all of a sudden it's like, I need to go to the bathroom, you know?
Yeah. It's like right away. And also, I mean, I'm sure you're eating a lot of salads these days. Could that be an issue?
Why would you assume that? I'm not eating salads at all.
I don't know. You're like, no,
No, I do guess I eat some salad, but not as many as I should. I think, if anything, I eat like shit. So
okay.
like I just...
That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm like a dog if I eat poorly.
Well, now if you eat healthy, you'd be getting this vegetable disease.
That's why I got to move back to LA.
Yeah.
But I need to find a husband or a job to do that, so...
Well, good luck. I got to find one of those too. One or the other. But thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. And you're very funny. And I hope if there's anything that you want to promote, I know you mentioned before you didn't really have anything, but go see her in New York. She's at all the clubs.
Yeah. Come to
the Big Apple.
Follow me on IG and I post sometimes where I'm performing.
Nice. Excellent. Well, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it. We'll play the outro. Please come out to the shows that I've got going on. punchup.live/JoshPotter, August 28th and 29th. St. Catharines, Ontario, September 4th and 5th. Manteca, California, September 11th. Palm Springs, California. Those are all on sale right now. We're going to have some more very soon. Thank you to all the Patreon roaches out there. Patreon.com/The Josh Potter Show. Thank you to Lee. Thank you to Bobby. And thank you to Meatball. Meatball's here. Give it up for Meatball. He's watching the show today. Anyhow, thank you, Hanna. We will see you next time on The Josh Potter Show.
Coming to you live and direct with the Roach. We shotgun the beers, I got time for a toast. It's the only place to get my sports like for real, son. He taught us nobody's more sus than Russell Wilson.
Here's the deal, son. Won't find us in Walmart. Josh Potter, keep it frank, kinda like a ballpark. It wasn't nothing talking all that jism. Turns out there's a lot of semen terrorism.
Now it's time we hit him. Bringing Votto to the plate. Roachy, your words with Chase O'Donnell the Great. Let me stop for a second, cause it's Ask Marty time. Cause it's idiocy, you know I cannot abide.
Not a fan of these guys, gonna damage the rise. Worse than the host known as the Roach. Leave an idiot woman standing on the side or looking like she just tripped into a moat.
I'ma kill this Henny beat like murder. Been in more studios than most have ever heard of. Pleased to be listening, hit that like and subscribe. So many bills, hats got the mafia vibe.
A lot to describe like a Roach reporter. Teacher on OF, don't report her. Trying to live life with my mannequin wife and my mannequin kids if that's my mannequin right.
Been a fan of this guy since the Roach Motel. Couple 100 weeks in, still funny as hell. From the tit cups to back sis and blind eyes, Potter has one of the best shows of all time.
Now watch this drive. Pop a couple tall cans with the Roach King and caught the vibe. Ready to pour more, scurry out the floorboards, hit like, comment, and subscribe.